Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
Here we go. Start. Go.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. There's another quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route. They get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Here he goes, third and long. He's going deep this time. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Ready, set.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on fourth. They're going to try to throw for it. They'll be cut by Jackson. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth.
Yeah, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down, play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Wide open down the field, and he has it! This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside.
And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars lower the deficit they face. Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. The Jaguars get it back to a 14-point game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike, Brock, as he's sent out. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. Throw here on first. That's caught. Devon 10. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 21-7 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. From the red zone on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Design bootleg here. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
Buys time, rolling right. Touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock, it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got two in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
He drops it. Another pick slips through their hands, but this time, Brock, they're still getting the football off the turnover on downs. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Going with the screen to Johnson. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Cougar 19.
Third and long for him here. Finding Johnson once more. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Come on, come on. Set. Cougar 19.
Dropping back to throw. That's one right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Here we go. Shot 19 Lion. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
He'll air it out on third. Short pass brought in. Still going inside the 35. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a one-score game in the first half. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed to his running back. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll drop this down to Achane. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City. From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So second down coming up. Throwing it again here. Cut near the goal line. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Shaheed now to return. He's walked, that ball's free. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right, at a young age. You're always coaching those guys. Hey.
Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs boat racing them to the halftime locker room. He can pack it in at this point, Brock. It is already a great game for him. Imagine what he can finish up with if he stays anywhere close to this pace.
Well, this pace right here puts him in the record books. I mean, it is absurd what he's doing, and I love, offensively, you keep calling it till they stop it. But goodness gracious, defense, you may want to double cover this guy.
Shaheed now to return. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Trying for the deep ball. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Well, looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Looking to throw here. Find Johnson out of the backfield. It's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
A 5-yard gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there. You never.
Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars chop some of the lead off before the half. 3-touchdown game for the rookie. That's pretty good in your debut season, Brock. But then you look at the clock and you see, oh, wait, we still have a whole half of football to play.
Yes, but some of that psychology comes into play. Don't just be satisfied. You can look at it one of 2 ways. I'm satisfied with what I've done. Or you look at it and go, I got another half. I can throw 3 more of these babies.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Leaning back motions right. They go play action on 1st down. He put everything he had into this one. This is caught inside the 15. Offense in a hurry up here.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
Working inside the red zone. And he's got it. It's in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Dose of the hurry up here.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Jaguars' 3-yard line.
2nd and goal. They're going to throw. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs boat racing them to the halftime locker room. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21.
42. Jaguars 21.
The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Shaheed now to return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Shaheed on the return. The Jaguars take over first.
Just
and
over
10
30 seconds left in the
at their
half
own
as they come to the
23-yard
line.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Airing it out to start this drive. He's trying to push the field. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Chiefs will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it. That is a gold star effort.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Okay, this defense finally setting up, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. But he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Throw to the right finds Waddle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Here comes the final play of our 1st half.
Pract 60. Pract 60. Pract 60. 18 up. 18 right. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Motioning the tight end left.
Go.
One final shot before the half. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs piling it on, going into halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And there it is. He makes the play in the end zone. And with no time remaining, they tie this game up as we head into halftime locker rooms. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty.
Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 ring. 70 ring. Let go.
Pass play coming here. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 37 on the play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Looking in the air here. Catch is made in close. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. You're good on the point after. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Shaheed now to return.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready? Cut nice. Count. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready?
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Buying some time left. Now he takes it. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
On the move, headed right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Come on. Hit. Cougar 19. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Oh no, they get him yet again. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Chiefs are gonna have it. And he's gonna hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
We're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
He's running with it. Sends this to the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play.
Let's go.
Dive play straight ahead. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he will take this all the way up near midfield.
Hey, forget about it. Forget first down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
First down, play action. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 41-yard line.
18 Rattler. Ready.
They're going to try and throw it here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Hawk Warrior 70.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Taking a shot deep here. Ooh, the defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And they pick him off again! He's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Rookie quarterback, Pract, threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowballed.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. For being a rookie quarterback at App State, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Back to the air following that pick 6. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I think they were going to be grateful just to get the ball back, but now look at where they're getting it, Kate. This is already inside field goal range. I promise you this, they're going to be disappointed if they don't get at least 3 points off that takeaway.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's got it near the 8. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jalen Waddle touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs continue piling onto this lead. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Shaheed now to return. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Buying some time right. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Now pressure coming. Taking a deep shot here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
3rd and long for him here. He's looking deep once again. They connect on the deep shot. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
He'll reach the end zone. They get 2 more points to help attack that deficit. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Working quickly here.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Working on 1st down. Hits his running back. Still has some space inside the 35. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. A gain of 21 yards.
They're going play action. Firing one deep for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
10 yards to go.
Throw here, 3rd down. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Shaheed now to return.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. And they're going to throw out of the gun. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
18 at the 13-yard line.
Ready, go!
Pass play now. Finds him on the crossing route. There he goes on the right side. He could do it. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars least a tiny dent into that lead. The Jags have the offense out for another two-point attempt.
The Jaguars will line up for the two.
They're throwing it. Escapes out to the left. And he's going to get in for 2 points, which, well, it doesn't do a ton to help on the scoreboard right now, partner, but a positive moment at very least. Okay, credit to them, not giving up. Some nice little success here. They convert, they add the 2 points, but not going to do much for them as far as win-loss is concerned today.
Nope, train has already left the station in this one, but they've got a shot. If the league invented a 5-point, I don't know, maybe a 10-point play, Kate?
I would love that. We've seen that, right, in like all-star games, maybe a money ball late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, maybe the Pro Bowl. How about we figure that out in the Pro Bowl first?
Okay, sounds good. It's everything he has under this one. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs continue adding on to that lead. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Jackson now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Start.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Let's go. We're on Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Jaguar football, but this slate, that lead, likely too much for them to overcome.
Ready, set.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Let's go now. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Going with a screen to Johnson. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Jaguars have a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready.
They'll toss it to Johnson. And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on first down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going. That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Flushed out now to his left. And they bring him down around the 34. And he can't do it himself. He's stuck behind the line. We've got a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Tight end going in motion here. Airing it out to start this drive. He's going deep. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs tack on 7 more to their lead. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Not much on that. Should have kept it in the end zone. The tackle's made at the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Pract.
They give to Johnson to start this drive. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
29-yard line.
Again, this is Johnson. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
An offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out. Because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I got to believe he'd harken back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
I got you, baby. I got you.
3rd down from the gun.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. The defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Got it. Ready?
I can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready?
Desperation time here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Hit by T.J. Edwards. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs throwing 6 more on the blowout. York now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Jackson now to return it.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, Johnson. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Chased out to his right. And they got to him for the sack, but I think that they might have had an unfair advantage there, Brock. Sure looked off sides, and we've got a flag.
Ready?
Penalty almost gave him a new set of downs, Brock. After the flag, all they need is a yard here on 3rd.
70 Timberwolf. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Running it after the penalty. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. Jacksonville in punt formation. Has it at the 37. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. His kick is good at the end, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports.